Alright, welcome back to Anodyne 2 Return to Dust, Part 7. We are going to continue our gameplay. If I remember correctly, we are in the Pico scale. That is correct. So we're working through Pastel Horizon. These super lo-fi graphics I find quite charming. What's the, I guess, damage through it? A frail man clutches what looks like a health enhancement patch. His breathing is shallow. Nova hesitantly slips the patch out of his hands, applying it to herself. Her maximum health has increased. Mine, mine, mine. Oh yeah, this is the ghostly man who gave us the fake treasure chest. Alright, it looks like there is a card to the south. Let's try that. Have I gone on this Nexus pad? I have. It's like there's one I'm missing. I know that for a fact. Ooh. Ooh. This looks like new territory. Windworn Cave. I can't remember if we were here or not. This feels new. Nova found 10 metacoins. Spend them in the meta shop. Okay. So, I imagine the bottom teleporter is the one that we haven't done. But the card seems to be up. I don't know if I don't think the teleporters are a requirement, but that would be nice. Okay, let's go up this way. Beast. Roar! Grr! Nova feels the potential for a connection with the vicious beast and her nanospark. Alright. More nanoscale. I always have to drink so much water when I do these because I'm yapping. There we go. Ow. Oh, right. We can shoot these. Thank goodness they're so generous with health. I prefer... I really like the look of these, like the use of just black and one other color is really nice. Question mark, dot dot dot. That shell, wonderful to be able to see it one last time. Oh, it's the person who ran away from the island. Fukuchi. Ah, I can feel the other woman of the island. I miss them. They must be worried. They must want me to return. One day I found out I had a previous life from before the day I woke on that island. I remembered scraps at first, but eventually it became impossible to forget. Now, my body is gone, drowned, disintegrating on the seabed. If I had convinced the others to leave, Things may have ended differently. Either way, somehow you found me, in this strange place. You, a living being, found me. Now I can find my way on to the afterlife. But, with how this world works, I may not be able to connect with my friends ever again. Whether I blame myself for leaving, or some greater force for putting me on that island, it makes no difference. The system makes no exceptions. Living on that island, I remember airplanes, trains, cars, cities, farms, wars. What would it be like to live out my life with things like that? I had to find out. I had to leave. I had to experience something more than the island. Ah, well. At the very least, I tried. Well, goodbye. So it seems like Fukuchi existed in the real world, or some facsimile of it. You haven't found a card. I wonder what it's gonna take to ride the train and get the middle section. I can't remember. That is one of the downsides of having not played this in a while, is when I get stuck, I don't exactly remember where to go. Oh, that's the island. I'm like 90% sure I took the teleporter here. Let's just do it. Or the Nexus panel. Let's just do it just in case. I didn't. I did, yes. Okay. Yeah, they don't have any new dialogue. Probably better that they don't know what happened to Fukuchi. Okay. What is that purple dot up north? Actually, let's try south. Just in case. Okay, south is here. Let's go to purple. Purple is further up. Okay. What happens if I go here? Nothing. Oh, purple is the ocean poisoning one. Ah, there we go. This last Nexus part. Maybe I should just try the train again, just for the heck of it. Maybe after talking to Fukuchi, we're good. Also, we gotta deposit some of this dust. That's the chest. The train is a little further south. Miss it? East, north. Oh, further south. We gotta go. Okay, train. Next stop, Ghost Bridge. The train rumbles down the tracks onto the water and across the surface of a pastel horizon. You there with the vacuum. Still living? Ah, see, yes. You can get off here. Just don't stay too long. Okay, we can do it now. Nice. Builder. What if the person dies under unusual circumstances? No family, chosen, or birth, no one to remember their name. Or they had their emotions twisted, poisoned by those profiting off their despair, setting them down a road of self-destruction and isolation, having bought into simple answers to complex problems, or if they were played by a poor hand, doomed to be crushed under the heel of an uncaring system, slipping through the cracks, dying alone, forgotten, or they faded away alone and their whereabouts unknown. When that happens, they will wander the pastel horizon, lost in their thoughts, without the prayers of earthly connections able to reach them. They become wild ghosts. Someone needs to take care of them. This bridge, a ghost bridge, guides these wild ghosts to a place where they can find healing and community. I've been working forever. I can imagine a world where I retire, but until that happens, I will remain here to do my work. Haha, you wish to cross the bridge, Nova? You are no wild ghost. You have some purpose, some kind of support. Finish it, whatever it may be. Value your connections, Nova. When you die, it would be sad to meet you here. Imago. Endless horizon. That pink color. Fukuchi. I'm sorry I couldn't stay with you all, that I'm at the bottom of the ocean. In the end, I'm okay, I think. Fisherman's ghost. Snuffed out, my life disappeared in a flash. Tiptoeing through the afterlife, I gaze not in rage of my murderer, but with the hope of abolishing violence roots. Wild ghost. Deep in the city outskirts, down a long road in a building for the elderly. Alone in total silence, I saw the fog descend on the autumn forest. This person's shaken. Wild ghost. Nothing matters. Nothing matters. I'm so inferior. Pathetic. Worthless. Worthless. I destroyed him, and then I destroyed myself. Pathetic. That was all I was good for. Nova got the Gredlock. It's one of the lock of the Trilock collar. It soothes the paranoia of being watched. Very interested in this Trilock collar. Nova found a card. Conductor. I don't judge the dead. I just transport them. Train's ready to leave, and you are. All right. So, the pastel horizon is like functionally like a limbo of sorts. In that, like, these are people who died who may have not fulfilled what they wanted to in life, and for whatever reason, they got stuck there, and, you know, the train conductor is sort of like the river Styx of sorts. I like that space. I think it's very, despite its like themes, it's a very pleasant environment, all things considered. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of talk about death and what have you, but it's just beautiful. The music's really, really nice, and yeah. All right. We need one more card, but I just before. I feel like we should still deposit dust because we're gonna need a ton of dust. I mean. Let's see if we can find a card in the overworld somewhere. Because, like, I don't want to, like, nanospark to find a card, you know? I just, like, want to find one in the overworld. And it looks like there are two somewhere. Let's follow this path and see where it goes. Because if we nanospark for the card, Outer Sands South. Interesting. It didn't quite go where I thought it would, but that makes yeah. Because if we nanospark for the card, then we're gonna have to go inside and collect dust, and it's like we already have max dust, and I ain't about that. The color choice of this area, this is the area with the tower, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that tower is very reminiscent to the like environment where the egg you hatched in. Maybe we go through this gate for the card? Let's do it. Oh, I totally... This place. I'm gonna be quiet just because I want this song to play out. I love this song. That song is so nice. It doesn't show me quite where on here. Whatever. Let's just come back. I do remember that in this area, the Outer Sands North, that there is a card in the overworld. I think this one, yeah, this one's under here. Big Kid Explorer. Grr, there's some treasure around. I know it. I swear I've looked everywhere. Forward, back, left, right, up, right. Yep, everywhere. Except down. Oh well. I'll just enjoy looking at these nice field of flowers. What would I do with treasure? I don't know. Hoard it, I guess. I do remember this one. Under some rocks, note found a card. Okay. Lots of new locales for sure, but let's get back to Center City, Cenote, deposit our dust, do the cards, and all that good stuff, and then we'll come back and do some, get some more cards and see some new places, meet new people, have a good time. Ride the highway all the way home. South. I swear there's a highway road. That's okay, we can still get home. I guess. This way? Place is a maze. Road. Okay, I think this is home. Outer Sands North. Oh my gosh. I went friggin' full circle, I think. That is one thing about this game, is it's very easy to get lost. Aha, this is it. Okay. Saving the game. reading. Okay, just the same dialogue. There we go. Awesome. Alright. Let's go down. Let's go down once more. I wonder if they have something new to say to me. Nope. Alright. A few more cards. Pacha. Okay. Oh, they do. See Visionary. Nova, how have you been enjoying the enhanced experience of the MetaClean framework? I see you're progressing well through the newly unlocked desert region. Now then, I think it's time we talked about our endgame. See Psalmist, please allow me, Visionary. I believe I'm the one to broach the segment with the appropriate dignity. NanoCleaner Nova, already in your brief existence you have traversed the breadth of Newfoundland's habitable regions and beyond. Soon your path will take you still further reaches of this strange and beautiful world. What a gift it is to explore this world. What a wonder to inhabit it. And yet, the fundamental problem of Newfoundland, it must be clear to you by now. Dust, decay, the inexorable creep of corruption and depravity that leads always to pain. We are created by the Center. We should exist as glorious works of art. And yet, we are made of dust, and from our first breath we begin to crumble back. We lose our innocence and turn to vile and selfish habits. Lust, gluttony, anger are every vulgar thought a stain upon the creative integrity of the Center's vision. And yet, there's still hope. When the graduated prism is fully upgraded and the final shipment of dust is sent, your purpose will be fulfilled. The Anodyne. See Visionary. For once I must admit, that was beautifully spoken, Psalmist. You see, Nova, the Anodyne is the pivotal moment at which the Center and Newfoundland fully reunite. It is a singularity at which the Center's network of influence expands into a fully self-sustaining regeneration of the Center's creative intent. Do you see what this means, Nova? Your continuous toil in fighting the rise of dust, the ravenous hunger of our souls which reality cannot sate, the promise of death and loss which haunt the brightest moments of our weary lives. When the Anodyne is at hand, these nightmares will fade into the truest dreams of each inhabitant of Newfoundland. Can you taste it? Perfect communion. See Visionary. In perfect efficiency, infinite energy formed by a transcendently wasteless system. See Psalmist. Everything has led you to this point, Nova. Go now and bring about the Anodyne. Okay. I think it's interesting too that this game is named Anodyne. Anodyne, I believe, meaning like a painkiller, right? And you know, I was thinking too, like, you know, I've talked a fair bit about like the religiosity angle. But like this game also deals a lot with like themes of escapism, right? It's like people trying to escape their problems, you know, escape themselves, you know, just like denying their humanity and all of the challenges that come with it, the pain, the struggling, you know it. And an Anodyne is a painkiller, you know, which sort of erases suffering, right? And in some way, right, like to suffer is to be human. And yeah, it's like our goal is to bring about the Anodyne, which is functionally like the end of rough edges, the end of suffering, right? And yeah, but like, what is a life without struggle, without pain? You know. All right. Is there anything back here? I may have been back here before, but not since the Metaclean framework. Nah. Let's go to the Outer Sands. Thankfully, they give us this alternate way up. Alright. I think this way should get us somewhere into the new zones, the new areas. That statue takes us to the tree area, and the tree area leads us to new places, so... Outer Sands South. Not a major spoiler or anything, because you see it at the very beginning of the game. But the Nexus gates that we saw when we were in the area with the Pastel Horizon, and then are the same gates that you would see in Anodyne 1 to like get around to different worlds, and it's just a cool callback for sure, you know, to the first game in the series. You know, there's a few like enemies too that have like shared sprites, like the frog and the Dustbound and the red slime was an enemy in the 2D game. Let's do this space because I dig this world so much. I remember the first time I came here, this like spacey theme with like the chanting. I was just like, oh my god, I'm in awe of this place. This like night. I feel like... Oh, a person to talk to. Stavros. Hello, Nova. Gravis and I have eagerly awaited your arrival to the desert region. Have you met Gravis? We live together in the globular abode just south of here. For many years, I lived alone here in the desert. Yes, when the sun was at its peak, I would sleep in the shadows of a stony shelf. In the dimming hours, I would travel the dunes, cataloging the qualities of foliage and rock across the... Some people assume the desert is defined by an undifferentiated monotony, just sand, so to speak. Not so. The life patterns of the beets and shrubberies, the fluctuations in wind and moisture, even the microscopic workings of the nanodust are writ upon these sands like an illuminated manuscript. But my quiet life of observation was turned on its head when Gravis fell from the stars. I found them, grasping at life, cradled in the deep hemispherical crater of their impact. My days took on a stunning immediacy as I cared for this beautiful and fascinating soul. They lit a spark within me, made me feel fluid, shifting, alive. Oh, pardon me, I should be getting to the point. The problem is that our home has been infected by the dust. If you're willing and able, please convene with us back at the house where we may detail the issue at hand. Sad I missed a little bit of that dialogue. That's okay. I love the idea. I know like many video games use like deserts as like in themed environments, but I can't think of too many that use like deserts at night. as like a themed space. It's like, it's a really cool aesthetic, you know? And I would just love to see more nightly desert zones. Let's meet the other person. Stavros's partner? Gravis. Do you ever look at up at the stars, Nova? Does it make you wonder if this is all there is? Newfoundland is a bountiful land, full of content. But doesn't it seem terribly small sometimes? I'll tell you a secret. I'm not from this island. I fell from the sky and landed right here many years ago. Where was I before? Sadly, I cannot remember. Stavros, my beloved. Okay, yes, partner. Nursed me back to health. Ah, Stavros. How sweet is his clicky-clacky touch. We are married beneath the full moon and partook of the crimson sweet flesh of the prickly pear. Thanks to Stavros, I've learned to live here in the desert. There is never any need to yearn for what I have lost. Ah, but here I am, talking your ear off. Stavros and I are in much need of your assistance. We must all convene back at our home. I will see you there at your convenience, dear Nova. It's also cool with like the sand dunes to be just cruising around in this car. I know it. Oh, egg. Along some cliffs, Nova found a card. Oh, hell yeah. I should have jumped from there. Nice. Gravis, Nova, we are here at last. I'm so glad to see that you have met Stavros. Isn't he wonderful? Stavros, thanks, Gravis. Thank you for coming, Nova. We'd like to introduce you to Loquat Skelligan. Loquat is our home, and he is suffering from an infestation of dust. Day after day, new cracks appear along his carapace, as though an invisible weight were bearing down upon him. Day after day, we pick up the pieces that have fallen and glue them back into place with a solution of powdered bone and precious metals. With this process, we seek to honor Loquat's journey. He is all the more beautiful for having been broken and reformed. It's like that, I forgot what country it is, but in East Asia, but it's like when they fill the cracks of pots with gold, and it is like its own sort of art form to like enjoy the imperfections of things. Reminds me of that. Gravis, on the other hand, the process of decay seems to be accelerating lately. We fear that one day we will not be able to keep up with the repairs, that one day Loquat will crumble down completely and be scattered into the desert sands, never to be seen again. There is a chance that we cannot afford to take. This is a chance we cannot afford to take. Nova, please clean the dust from Loquat Skelligan. Stavros. Yes, Nova, we humbly request your assistance. The air is thick with the presence of nanodust. Nova, spark this being and forge a connection. Clean them and change their fate. Shrink forth, nano cleaner Nova. Okay, so man, I forgot which one is who, but it's a piece of gum and a skeleton. That is an incredible relationship. Also, I love that the being we're going into is a house. Domiciliary fracture. A dance of lovers blooms in the bone-gummed wastes of sand. Loquat Skellium. Lots of dissonant frequencies. Oh, that's cool. So you use the skeletons to shoot the gum to make little bridges. I think that's neat. Let's go. No. Oops. Let's go left. Oh. We'll go neither. Missing something here? Ah, there we go. Okay. Make him less angry. Oh, we gotta use the skeleton and gum to make bridges. It's a clever little puzzle. Okay, that should get us there. Nice. Aha! That's cool. It's simple, but it's a really nice little idea. I could see how the, like, you know, gum and skeleton working together is, like, representative of, you know, the relationship of them together, like, mechanically speaking, right? Because you have to, like, leverage both of them to work together. I mean, it's not the most complex metaphor by any stretch of the imagination, but it works quite nicely. I'm the gum key. I should help you to reach the dust crystal, which threatens our home. What are you doing, key? I think we want to pull it here, and then if we shoot it, we can then reach the key. Yeah, there we go. Oh, haha, I'm so sorry, Nova. I don't know what's come over me. Just give me a minute. Okay, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, I'm ready to follow you again. Key. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh my god. Push, push, push. And shoot. Sometimes at night I hear the stars weeping. It's okay, stars, I say. We had to say goodbye, and that's okay. But then I realize the tears are my own. Haha, I'm being silly. Never mind me. Ooh. That's interesting. Okay. Is this all there will ever be for me? This dry, forgotten life? But no, how ridiculous. He knows me like no one else. Nobody else. He has seen the worst of me, yet loved me unconditionally. Even if I fly to the furthest stars, Never again would I find someone like him. I'll wait here for you to return with the scale key. So the gum creature seems to have some grief about leaving or being removed quite from his home. Interesting. But seems to also feel bad because, I mean, he seems to have found love in this life. It's not like he feels necessarily regret of that love, but also it's like losing out on what could have been of the life he had if he was back where he was originally from. I misplaced it. Positioning these are a little finicky, but I might also just need to get good. Okay. There we go. Come on. Okay. I see. You make a bridge to the blocks. Then use the blocks to remove the spiky creatures. And then, oh, there. Got some dust. Oh, that's cool. I always like it when you can, like, leverage other creatures in video games to, like, do your bidding. It makes you feel really smart. I am the Scale Key. It is my purpose to serve you. Please bring me to the central gate so that I may unlock your path. Scale Key is having some trouble. Here we go. Ah, Scale Key. You have failed in your duties and have prolonged this infestation of dust. How could you do this to them? Go on, keep moving. Oh, interesting. This is a new place. Okay. Not quite. Just trying to think of what I need to do here. Okay. Maybe I want... Okay, interesting. Oh, I see. This is a little tricky. There's probably a smarter way of doing this, yeah. Let's just restart. Okay. Come on. I want to get it down onto this platform over here. Okay, let's try this again. This one's a little tricky. I wonder if... was hoping I would make a platform down. Okay. What if I do... No, I want the other way. Okay, okay, okay. I think I get it. I think I get it. No! Ah, come on. There's got to be a more elegant solution here. Okay. Okay, good, good. No! God damn it. Okay. Okay. Don't screw up. No! God! Okay. I just need to play it patient. I feel like I am just missing something super obvious here. Okay. Okay. Oh. That's what we needed. Let's redo this. Okay. I'm gonna get re-heal. Oh, I really need to. I have so much health. Okay, let's push this here. I just want room, is what I want. Okay. It's too far. Okay. Yeah, these ones are trickier. I mean, it is like a secret area to some extent. Yeah, I didn't even process me needing to get that other skeleton piece. That makes sense. Okay. Okay. Let's heal. Let's think about this. That top gum needs to make another path, so we have to pull it. How in the heck am I going to get that other skeleton piece? Okay. I tried that. Oh! Clever. Clever, clever, clever. there we go. We are gaming. Oh, this feels good when you're able to reason about space like that. Okay, that definitely felt card-worthy. Okay. I've got the skeleton key. I imagine these, like, key diversions. Before they landed here, I never dreamed that I would get to do all these things, to feel all these things. To do all these things, to feel all these feelings, loving them. It makes me feel invincible. So why am I stopping? Why do I hinder the cleaning process? I must continue on. Seems like there is. Yeah, I was just about to say, it seems like these hesitations of the keys are, you know, relationship challenges. Okay. Let's push. To turn my back on them now. No, it would be too cruel, too terrible. When you love someone, you take responsibility for them. My mind is made up. This relationship does not seem healthy. Gum key. Ah, scale key. Scale key, gum key. Gum key, are you ready? Scale key, let's do this together. Gum key. Ah, I have so much love to give. Scale key, as do I, Gum key. Both, let us express our love. So the boss is not a nano assassin, but it's literally them shooting their... I don't want to say that. That sounds gross. Yeah, this is quite aggressive to be love. Wow. Okay, so they clearly have some problems. They destroy each other in the process. Nova got the red lock. It's one of the locks of the tri-lock collar. It wards off any fear of physical pain. Alright. Also, we got a ton of cards. Maybe we're coming close to an hour, so maybe we look at the cards after this. I am Loquat Skelligum. I stand witness to the Skelligum saga. Within my walls, Gravis and Stavros live out the patterns of their life. Piles of clutter rise and fall. Television shows are watched and rewatched. Story after story is read before bedtime. A great love lies inside of me. A great love, yes, but also pain. The ache of words left unspoken, of sensations left unfelt. Things that are invincible may build and build until they manifest upon bodies, writ upon drywall and ceramic stone. Thanks to Nova, the dust is gone. Perhaps now peace will abide in Loquat Skelligum. Nova feels the glandulock seed pulsating inside of her. It channels the center's power, transforming the deadly dust crystal into a card. Tunnel. Okay. What do you got to say? Gravis. Ah, thank you, Nova. With your fixes, our repair should last a little longer. Poor Loquat, he'll forever endure time's decay. But the least we can do is provide support for him. Interesting. Only Gravis talks. created a false peace within their relationship. So by us cleaning them, instead of recognizing that this relationship, this marriage that they had is failing and maybe moving apart from each other, moving on with their lives, they are going to continue to keep this house alive that's clearly falling apart. It is clearly causing so much strife that the two keys literally ran into each other and exploded. Like, I don't think it's good for either of them. That's a nice little... I mean, like, it's obviously not nice, but it's an interesting little story. So we got some items. It's a trailer collar. I saw this one. The base. A shell that belonged to Fukuchi. It said she wants it. Oh, that's interesting. We still keep it. I love that the items in this game, like, usually items have, like, direct applications. But I kind of love that the items in this game are just, like, clearly descriptive, right? Like, they're not functional, which I think is fine. They just add flavor to the world. Low plot. Have you ever been a home? If I may be frank, it's at times quite disturbing. But what is life if one is not relied upon? Interesting. Gumkey. We finish each other's Skellkey. Sadnesses. That's a good encapsulation of their situation. In the past, small children were bitten by the snakes in the desert at night. That was before the center regained narrative influence in the outer sands. Tremuloid. What are the boundaries of an organism? What is the limit of a body? Are we a cell, an organ, a body, a community? Father's way is insufficient. We must define our own structure. Fukuchi. My mother used to tell a story about me as a child. No matter which toy I had, I would always reach for a different one. I was always afraid to miss out. What can I say? I want everything, and maybe one day that will lead to nothingness. It's the price I pay. Imago. I live between two worlds. How tragic. And yet, I must not wallow in my individual sadness. Many of us live between two worlds. Why are we forced to do so? What controls the pastel horizon and delineates the ways of living? Bridge builder. What do I do now that the bridge is complete? Haha, a ghost bridge is never complete. I build as a way of living, knowing that perhaps the work extends beyond my life. Interesting. Nothing. Okay. Let's... We're still good on dust, so... Let's get ourselves set up for a new place to nano clean. And then we can call the episode. I'm gonna guess up here. There's no way you make this cool checkerboard path up to the top and not have something to talk to. Minorma. Oh, you must be Nova. Tired of traveling the desert? Feel free to pause and take in the view. I will, Minorma. It is quite nice. I am Minorma. I maintain the Orb of Golden Jubilation, a self-sufficient city, powered by the sun. Its residents practice a variety of arts, living in harmony. However, lately, a threat has appeared. Yes, it is the nanodust. It grows inside the city, and I fear it may threaten the very foundation of our orb. Please help us. The air is thick with the presence of nanodust. Nova, spark this being and forge a connection. Clean them and change their fate. Shrink forth, Nanocleaner Nova. Okay. Blinding Glore Location. The thoughts of imbalance fester in the Golden Society. This is a really cool tunnel. Orb Sector 416-5. You made it. Unfortunately, the nanodust is locked away. The residents have always had a seal of approval to keep important things behind. And of all places, the dust began to grow behind it. Minorva, to pass, I need approval tokens. I've gathered many from the residents, but still need a few more. That is Nova. Please see if any residents need help. You might be able to gather more tokens and reach the dust. Good luck. Alright, give me a save point, please. Okay. Alright, we are going to call it for this episode. Thanks so much for watching Anodyne 2 Return to Dust Part 7. My name is Ev, and I will be signing off. Bye-bye.